Hey projectors, welcome back to Project Finance. In today's video, I'm going to go over week 14 of Dividend Challenge. If you guys are new to the channel, Dividend Challenge will invest $200 every week, no matter how good or bad the market is, with the goal of reaching 20,000 by the end of the year. Right now we're at 13.86, I think, from my last video. And right now it's actually 1 a.m. and I have to be kind of quiet because I think everyone in the house is sleeping. That's why it's kind of dark in here. Usually when I record, I have my window open and there's some light coming in, and it's kind of dark in here. But in the next video, I think it should be okay, even though if I record in nighttime, because if you guys watched my Google challenge from like 2 months ago, I said I've been saving up for buying a new desk, and I finally did. I just built it over here, and I've been doing that all afternoon, and it just haven't time to move it over here because I take off all my monitors and my keyboards and stuff and reassess like kind of my room. My desk is a little messy right now, and I didn't have time to do that and record the video, and I had to pay bills today. It's the first of the month, or the first physical day of the month, because I think the first was on a Saturday. But yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. And I bought Elgato lights, so I bought that about 4 weeks ago. I just didn't want to install them and had to take them off and then put them back onto the desk. So everything should be set up by the next video. I also said I was gonna get a backdrop, but I figured that I can kind of save money by not buying a backdrop by just pushing my sheets over. And you guys can't see, it looks like clean bed, right? But it's not. It's actually just I push the sheets over. I think that's gonna save me about $60. They're just me physically pushing the sheets over. So hopefully by the next video you'll have better lighting and you can see my ugly face better. So with that being said, let's move on to this week's news. I don't think much changed in terms of the market. I think it's been kind of green market. I think since 2 weeks ago that was like super red, but I think it's been kind of green. And I think the one big thing that it's gonna really shift what's gonna happen is if the stimulus check is gonna get approved. I think it's in like draft mode. I think like they're gonna send it over to Congress to see if they get approved or not. But I think it's in the process for a second stimulus check. And if you guys want to talk about stimulus check for a bit, I'm actually not a fan of the stimulus check. Not because I don't think people don't need the money, but I think the government isn't weeding out who needs it and who doesn't need it as well as they should. I believe like maybe the first stimulus check, like okay, it was kind of emergency, like it just gives everyone, blanket approval. Anyone that's not making over 75,000 gets 1,200, and if you're married, you get that certain amount. So that was just kind of emergency mode, and everyone, they just people that needed the money, they needed the money right away. But since then, it was like I think that happened back in April. It's been a while now. Time's been like not being relative since we're in this quarantine. But I think it was in April. Everyone just got the checks, right? So from April to now, I think right now it's August, you had about 4 months to figure out who actually needs it and who doesn't. So you can run through everyone's records and like who's actually working, and like whoever's hiding it, I think they should have been able to figure it out and give them the money. And with that being said, you can also figure out how much money they were making prior to them getting released from their job. If you're making $100 a week, you shouldn't be getting $1,200 a week, So I think the government not being able to kind of vet people, it's kind of ridiculous, since we live in America where like technology is like amazing, but I believe government system is just they're really old-fashioned. They're still using like DOS-based systems. They're not using Windows 97, so it's really hard for them to get that kind of data as quickly as if a private firm would get it. So I'm actually even for if they go hire a private firm and try to figure out who needs it, who doesn't need it, because I don't think it's right that people that can go to work and should go to work don't go to work because they get more money staying home, and that doesn't make sense. It doesn't help the economy. It doesn't help people that are actually paying taxes and people that actually need it. So that's why I'm not really for the stimulus bill to pass, just because it's just, I feel like it's just a blanket approval. But yeah, that's news about the stimulus check. Any new news in terms of stock? I'm gonna go over crypto real quick and then we'll jump right into the video. So if you guys haven't been following crypto, this weekend was actually super crazy. Saturday around 10 p.m. I was like just chatting with the boys and hanging out. We're just like, holy crap, crypto's like creeping up. I think we started hanging out around 7 o'clock. So we just saw it. It was like creeping from 11:07, and then 8 o'clock hit. It was 11:08, and then 11:09, and then it hit 12, and we're like, holy crap, it hit 12. It's gonna keep going up. Every 1,000 is kind of like a threshold. Broke a barrier, and then it just freaking dipped to 10,000 out of nowhere within like 5 minutes. We're just watching it dip. We're like, what's going on? And like it's just dipping and dipping and dipping. It was like, it felt like $2,000, $3,000 in like under 5 minutes. It's crazy. And same thing happened with your Ethereum too. It was creeping up from like 380 to like 400, and then it just dropped to 370. And then same thing with Chainlink. It was at $7, $8, and then it dropped to $6. It's crazy. And it was like one at a time, because it was like Bitcoin, then Ether, then Chainlink, and then everyone just started like following Bitcoin. So our theory was that a whale just unloaded everything and it made Bitcoin crash. But yeah, it was just unreal when that happened. And Bitcoin like slowly recovered. We're watching it recover. Like, oh yeah, it's gonna come back, but it didn't come back to where it was at 11.7ish. It's still at 11.2, which is kind of interesting. It dropped 12% and it didn't recover all the way back up. Where versus Ether, it recovered and is still coming back up. It's still recovering over the past couple days. Bitcoin's kind of trading sideways right now. Same thing with Link. It recovered and it went above the drop price at $8. It now is at $9.51. It's crazy. Earlier before I made this video, my girlfriend called me and it was at 9, and now it's at 9.42. But that's crypto, you know, it's crazy. And I know this is a little bad thing to say, but if the stimulus check does get approved, I'm not for it, but I'm kind of for it just because I know that USD will drop down in value and crypto will go up, so I will be making money. Yeah, you lose in your country going in debt, but you make more money. I don't know. I guess it's fair trade. But yeah, with that being said, let's go into the video. And if you guys haven't done so already, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like this content. It will really help me make more videos and motivate me to make more videos for you guys. But let's log in here. So I believe last week was 13.6. So anything above that would be great. Anything above 13.8 would be great. And we're at 14.2. Oh, is this a mistake? 14.2. That means that two are up $400 from last week. Okay. That's crazy. Okay, alright. Alright, I'm composed now. Let's get in the video. So total value is $14,211.64. The total gain of $14,031.48. A total return of 13.34%. Let's look at the last week. What the hell happened? Yeah, this is a 200 from deposit. Let's see here. Yeah, we're at 13.6. What the hell? So it ended Friday at 13.7, almost 13.8. Wow, $200 right there. And then another 200 from over the weekend. Wow. Okay. So the rest of the ETF pie were of total value of $7,002.32. Total gain of $767.80, up 14.5%. Let's go inside. Everything's up over 15%. That's crazy. Holy crap, the market is exploding right now. I knew it was good, but I didn't know it was this good for the overall general market. The same three markets are still exploding. VWO emerging markets, VEA developed markets, and VB small market. Even VOO is getting up there at 15%. Yeah, the highest is VWO, 22.56%. Emerging markets. I should have put the REITs in here instead. Man, missed up. REITs aren't doing that bad either. 11.14%. Not hating on that. And even SHY was doing crappy like the last couple weeks. Is going up. It's 0.17% now, guys. Look at last week. Let's see what gained the most. Actually, the two that are doing really well actually went down last week. It went down 1% and 0.32% respectively. All right, let's go back to the next pie. Next pie I have is the dividend hunting pie. Dividend hunting pie is at $3,528.28, up $409.92, up a total of 15.49%. Damn, that's crazy. Let's look inside. Everything almost at 15, up 14%. BlackRock still holding it down at 15.99%. Everything else is doing really well. AJNC, my boy, up 15.15%. This is supposed to be considered a bad stock too, so it's been well for me, man. Let's go to the next pie. The last pie is work from home pie. We're at a total value of $3,681.04, up a total of $151.07, a total of 4.35%. I believe last week this was down 12%, but it's coming back up now. Let's go inside. And DocuSign and Chegg holding it down at 13.24% and 12.47% respectively. My DocuSign's been going insane. On my Robinhood, I showed you guys in the last video, I had DocuSign. It's up 35%. That's crazy. I think I checked it the other night and it was at like plus 600. So even though my high dividend stocks are doing really bad on my Robinhood account, my DocuSign's kind of carrying them back up. I'm at $8,600 in total value in that portfolio, so I'm only down $400. DocuSign, man, it's a good investment, especially with the buyer's market right now. I still don't understand why it's a buyer's market. It's beyond me. I just think because the mortgage rates are so low, but so maybe it's because everyone's refinancing and that's why DocuSign's going up, but like no one should be buying a house right now. It's just so unstable. I just finished my refinance on Thursday night. We did it in our backyard. We had to do kind of an open space, so we didn't want the person to come in our house. We brought our own pen and everything like that. A little side story, we did it outside or here, and there were so many mosquitoes, man. I got bitten to death. I'm like really itchy right now. But anyways, the refinance, it was kind of like up in the air. We didn't know when our notary was coming. It's supposed to come at 5 p.m., but at like 4:30, I hit up my agent and he was like, yeah, I can't get a hold of the guy. He's like, he's not picking up his phone. And we're like, what the hell is going on? So around 7 or 8, my agent called me again. He's like, oh, he should be calling you like right now to come schedule where you guys want to meet. And he came to my house around 8:39. He's like, sorry, I couldn't pick up my phone. I've just been super busy. I've been like backlogged. I've been doing this since like 8 a.m. till now. And you know, I've been doing this for the last like 3-4 weeks now, like non-stop from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. I'm like, holy crap, he's doing that many refinances. And there's a bunch of him doing it too. It's not just him in the company doing it. And so like, I guess a lot of people are just refinancing, and then DocuSign's getting all the refinance money right there. Another one that's negative was Slack. I think Slack was down 14% last week. It came back up, yeah. It was about down 10%, went up 3%. Slack, so I looked up a little research on that because I was like, dang, 10% is a lot. What's going on here? Slack was valued really high because of the market it was in, but Microsoft made Microsoft Teams, and that kind of ate up a lot of Slack's market. And a lot of people already use Microsoft like package, like the Office package, like Outlook, Word, you know the package. So Microsoft Teams is just going to be an add-on to that package. And with that being done, a lot of people are unsubscribing to Slack. And then when another market comes in, the sales comes down. I know Teams was out. I didn't know it was gonna be that popular, and I didn't think it was gonna affect Slack. So I might be dropping Slack just to add another stock in there. I'm only down 7%, so not too bad, $25. So I might be taking that out next week and hopefully putting a better stock in there. So unfortunately, that's one of the stocks I should have done a little bit more research on, especially with the competitors and where they're at in the market, because Slack is just this one program. Slack, it's a meeting kind of platform. It's not packaged with anything else. So like Microsoft has all these other things and then just adds Teams on it. So it's obviously going to be more profitable versus this one item. It's not going to be so sustainable. I should have thought about that, but in hindsight, I think it's a good learning experience. I actually might be switching over the Slack stocks all over to Chegg. I think Chegg is going to be really big. Let's not find another school market to get into. I think school's about to start really soon for K-12, and I want to get in there before that starts. So if you guys know any educational stocks, let me know down below and I'll read up on it. But let's go into activities now. So today is August 3rd or August 4th, because it's 1 a.m. So August 3rd, we did a deposit of 200 here and we did the morning trade. We got a dividend from BlackRock for $4.11 on July 31st. And also on July 31st, we got a dividend stock from GOF at $8.51. Yeah, free $12 right there. Let's go to the holdings. I believe the Vanguard stuff is still the highest. Let's double check here. Oh, they changed it. They put it by unrealized gains percentage instead of the value now. That's cool. I have to like look for it now. So yeah, VWO, emerging markets is the highest. Second is PB, and third is VEA. The same three from the aggressive ETF pie. Not much set there. Let's flip it over. Bottom three is Slack, Adobe, and SHOY. And that's gonna wrap up today's video. Sorry if I'm like super quiet in this video because like I said earlier, it's like 1 a.m. and I'm not trying to like wake up my roommates because they have work tomorrow. And lastly, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, like this content, and ring the notification bell for updates. Also let me know down below any good educational stocks you guys know of. I'll look into that and maybe I'll invest into it. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next one. Bye. Bye.